Lee, your association with Crewe goes back so many years. Just throw a few anecdotes. Tell us about your debut, for example.
Yeah, so we found out the day before, we were doing a shooting practice, and the manager's come up to me, Dario, and if you hit the target with this one, you're in the squad tomorrow. So I side-footed it, P-rolled it to the goalkeeper. We played Northampton the day after, and I managed to get 15 minutes on the pitch. You obviously go home, see your family, and want to watch it on telly a little bit, and they showed 2 goals and I was nowhere near either of them, so didn't get to see any highlights that night.
Now, you played against Teddy Sheringham at West Ham. Just tell us about that story.
Yeah, so got Teddy Sheringham's shirt. We were playing there. We had Harry Roberts playing, very young team. Thought I was doing all right as well. They got a free kick on the edge of the box. Next minute my number goes up. So I trundled off the pitch, disappointed to come off. Teddy Sheringham dinks it over the wall, they score 1-1. I'm sat in the dressing room afterwards and Dario comes up to me and says, "What's up with your face?" And I said, "Well, he brought me off again," and I thought I was playing well. He said, "Well, you've got to stop giving free kicks away." I was like, "Dario, it wasn't me, I was the other side of the pitch." So he thought Colin Murdoch was me, and I got subbed off for it. So yeah, not best pleased, but no, real good experience to play against them good players.
You played alongside Dean Ashton. Tell us about Dean, the sort of character he was, and any funny anecdotes.
Yeah, a really good player, highly talented youngster, was way above his ages from about the age of 12. Really good player, got into the first team quite early. Quite surprised to see him on telly when I did, when he popped up doing bits and bobs for Sky and etc. He was a really quiet lad. Growing up, didn't really say much. Just did his talking with his feet. A real talented player. Spoke to him after I played at West Ham for Macclesfield. Man United and Newcastle were doing the rounds for him at the time, and he was just saying how happy he was to be playing for West Ham. He loved the club, and I'm saying you've got to go Man United if Man United are in for you. But he generally loved being at West Ham.
You must have played against some terrific players. Tell us sort of the toughest opponents you've faced, and maybe any sort of funny stories about any of the players that you've come up against.
Well, the toughest one, I was actually speaking to Kenny Lunt the other day, who's one of the coaches, and we played Leeds away. I'd actually played a year before, done really well. They weren't quite the team they were. Played them the year afterwards, and after about 15 minutes I was thinking, what am I doing on this pitch? It was like white shirts were coming from me everywhere. Seth Johnson was on there, I can't remember one or two of the others. After 15 minutes thinking, what am I doing on this pitch? And I managed to survive to about 60 minutes out there. One of the standout ones is we played Liverpool in a pre-season game, and Steven Gerrard, I think there's rumours of him maybe leaving. Benitez had come in, and he had a face of thunder on him, and we were playing here, and he come on at half time and he just went round like a chainsaw. He was just chopping people down. He was like in a bad mood, and he was like, how can this guy not be in your thoughts? And then he's obviously gone on and won European Cups with them and stuff like that. But I thought we were going to need about 4 ambulances that day. He was so good. He was so good when he come on.
Now tell me about your love about Crewe. What is it about this club that you love, and what's kept you here, so long? Obviously 2 spells as a footballer and now as a manager.
Yeah, I believe in what the club believes in terms of giving young people opportunities, and it's given me a massive opportunity in my life, and not just football but coaching then into the management. Obviously you've got to be good enough to be able to do that, but I just believe the opportunity this club likes to give people, like I say, it's all based around football but also what they do for people off the pitch. High values, and I have high morals in terms of how you should look after people, and I think the club do a really good job of that. And then it's also about what I believe in. Young people need to be given an opportunity, and when they are given an opportunity, they generally take it. And I think that's what the club is expert at.